le futur proche. So, le futur proche is the very first way that you learn, usually around the A1 level, to really speak at the future tense and really express yourself at the future tense. So, what is this futur proche? You know, I hope that you know that in French we have two verbs that we call auxiliaires. These are être et avoir. Okay? But do you know that there is a third one that we often call a semi-auxiliaire, something like a half auxiliaire, because we use this verb so much in so many contexts and in ways that are so similar to être et avoir that we almost consider it to be an auxiliaire. And this is the verb aller. Okay? Aller, which means to go. I hope that you have seen this verb before because it's so important. So, this is the conjugation of aller. I let you repeat after me for the pronunciation. Je vais, tu vas, il va, elle va, on va, nous allons, please pay attention as always to the liaison here, nous allons, same liaison here, vous allez, ils vont, elles vont. So, I go, you go, he goes, we go, etc., etc. No, you usually use this verb aller to say that you are going somewhere, right? For example, je vais au cinéma, I go to the cinema, right? Elle va chez le docteur, she goes to the doctor's office, okay? Vous allez, always pay attention to the liaison. Vous allez en vacances, you go in holiday, you go for holidays. So, in all of these sentences, the cinema, the doctor's office, the holidays, these are like places I go to. I am expressing where I am going. By doing this, I am using aller in its easiest and most direct way. But there is another way to use aller, which is that instead of saying where you go, you say an action. Okay? For example, je vais au cinéma. In this sentence, we said that au cinéma is the place where I'm going. Je vais au cinéma. Where am I going? Au cinéma. Now, I can replace au cinéma by an action. And grammatically, what is an action? It's a verb, right? So I can say, for example, je vais regarder un film. It might seem a bit strange, but here I have an action, regarder, to watch, and suddenly, once I use this grammar of using aller with an action, we decided that this expresses le futur. And this is what you call futur proche. Je vais regarder un film is very similar to, in English, you would say, I am going to watch a movie, or I will watch a movie. Okay? So the grammar goes like this. Sujet, like je, tu, il, etc. Aller, that I conjugate, donc je vais, tu vas, on va. And then un verbe à l'infinitif. Remember, infinitive means that I don't conjugate the verb. For example, in this sentence, regarder is not conjugated. Okay? It's like the infinitive form of the verb. It's not conjugated. All right. You can think about the logic as something like, since I have already conjugated aller, I don't have to conjugate the next one. So, I can say, for example, je vais manger dans 5 minutes. I will eat in 5 minutes. Or, I am going to eat in 5 minutes. Julie va accoucher l'année prochaine. Julie will give birth next year. Julie is going to give birth next year. Okay? Nous allons aller au restaurant. It might seem a bit strange for you, but even though I'm already using aller to express the future, I can still use aller again afterwards. There absolutely no issue with this. Nous allons aller au restaurant. We will go to the restaurant. Or we are going to go to the restaurant. And pay attention, in this sentence, there is something very powerful, which is that there is no time reference anymore. I'm not saying nous allons aller au restaurant demain, la semaine prochaine, ce soir, etc. I'm not saying tomorrow, next month, next week. I'm not putting any time reference. And even though there is no time reference, I know that I'm talking at the future because I have this specific grammar of using aller plus un verbe à l'infinitif. That's why this is so powerful and that's why this is so useful. You do not need any time reference anymore. Okay? Très bien. Yo, this is what I just said. The idea of the future is not expressed by a time reference anymore. It's within the grammar structure itself. So we can do an exercise right away. I would like you to pause the video right here. You take your pen and paper and you see these sentences. I want you to convert them to future proche. So these are easy sentences at the present tense and I want you to convert them to futur proche. Vas-y. C'est bon? On regarde. Tu bois ton café. Tu vas boire ton café. You will drink your coffee. Elles écrivent une lettre. Elles vont écrire une lettre. They will write a letter. Vous faites un exercice de français. Vous allez faire un exercice de français. You will do a French exercise. J'écoute le professeur parler. Je vais écouter le professeur parler. I will listen to the teacher speaking. Elle comprend, elle va comprendre. She will understand. Thomas parle à Julie. Thomas va parler à Julie. Thomas will talk to Julie. Mes collègues finissent leur travail. Mes collègues vont finir leur travail. My colleagues will finish their work. Ok? Très bien. When to use future proche? Well, all the time. All the time. This is literally the most common way to speak in daily life. This is not too polite. This is not too formal, not too informal. Like, you cannot go wrong with it. We use it in French every day with our family, with our friends, with our teachers, with strangers in the street, with everyone all the time. We speak it, we write it, we do everything with it. So this is an extremely powerful tool for you. But there is another way to express the future. There is a third way, but it's a bit more advanced, okay? And to me, you do not need it if you are still at the very beginning of your French journey. So for now, future proche is enough for you if you are still at the beginning. If you are studying towards A2 level, then you can continue this video and we're going to see this third way. If you are still studying around A1 level, you can leave the video now. And before you leave, I remind you that on my website, the first link in the description, you can find courses, private courses for you to learn French by yourself, fast and in a structured way. And you can also check to request private coaching with me if you are interested.